Hi, my name is Madeline Parker. Welcome to my channel, The House of Spirit. And this afternoon I'm doing some love reads for everybody. And first let me say thank you for my new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to my channel again. And for all of you who do like this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you liked it. Thank you. And so also if you would like a personal read, my email is listed below, and also you feel free to check out my website, soullevels.com, Madeline Parker, for my blogs on spiritualism, and I also have my prices and information on what I offer there. So thank you. So I just did the other 4 signs of Aries, Taurus, Gemini, and Cancer. So I'm now going to do Leo, Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo, Scorpio, Libra. All 12 signs with this current transit that we have going on. I thought this was a good idea because this is good for anyone who's single or in a relationship, married, or whatever your status. You will have some sort of effect from this transit of Venus going, or currently that is in Aries. And so starting out with Leo, we're going to go with the 9th house. You've got Venus in your 9th house in the sign of Aries. So that's quite fiery. That's Leo is a fire sign, Aries is a fire sign, and the 9th house is an active fire energy of sort of the light force, as it were. So let's have a look and see how that is going to affect the energies of Leo. I would think also it's possible it could inspire travel with your love. It could be higher philosophies, embracing teachings, higher teachings. Venus is a lot of things, not just love. It's also money, finances. In your 9th house, which is Jupiter, so there could be some lucky money coming in for you guys. So let's have a look and see what the cards would like us to know about how you will most be affected and the information that is clarifying for you. Okay, Leo? All right. Interesting. We have 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 9 of Cups. Wow, all cups. So, and then we have 2 Pentacles. One of these is out of alignment. Venus is about money. It is a money sign. So this to me would be a deep, this is an emotional period, because I guess love is emotional. And even though we're talking about money, I think there is an alliance that needs to happen between love and money that's happening during this transit. I find in a lot of the reads that I'm doing. So there's really sort of a leaving, a becoming, because we have the 9th house, it could also be belief systems, and Venus is money. So we're looking at belief systems around money and how it makes you very sad, because 9th house, belief systems, money, that's what it is. And look, the Tower wants to come out. So it's looking like there's a shifting in a restriction, in the belief that not having enough money stops you from having and living the life that you love. And there's a belief system that's shifting for you, and that's really a wonderful thing, because it's giving you a sense of power, of an ability to make yourself happy without the sort of mental restrictions, or not having enough. Not having enough creates a life of unfulfillment, when in fact the divine wants you to know that that's just a perception, not knowing that this cup is being handed to you. Because look, if we look at this 8 of Cups, seeking this cup, the divine is saying you have it by loving the moment, by enjoying your life, by being aware of everything you already do have, and then you will receive this 9th, 10th cup. Because this, you don't, and the 9th house is also finances. Jupiter is sort of lucky with money. So this is the shift that has to happen to create a better financial frequency and luck for you. So basically what it's saying is that it isn't money that is restricting your ability to feel fulfilled in life. It is your perception that it is money. Okay, Leo? Hopefully that is helpful to you. Thank you for listening. And now we will move on to Virgo. We have Aries. What am I saying? Venus, I'll slow down. I have my Aries and Jupiter, so I tend to race. So we have Venus in Aries, which is the sign. Aries is a very action-oriented, bold energy. Initiation, new initiations. Gosh, I'm stumbling with that word. Hitting your 8th house, which is the house of death and rebirth, transformation. So let's have a look and see how that will affect the sign of Virgo. Interesting. Also, it can be finances, other people's money, debts, loans, also sex like deep emotional sort of soul bonding sex, I guess, is another way to look at that. So then we've got the moon, we get the world card, we get the 3 of swords, the judgment, the 2 of pentacles. So this to me indicates this is quite a major shift. You know, the eighth house is always, whenever I have a planet in the 8th house, I really do experience quite, I would say I do feel jolting experiences that kind of are jolting, but I do get on the other, it does take me to something higher on the other side, which is what this is saying. So there is possibly triggering going on with that 8th house placement. Venus might be triggering some deep issues, so that, because issues around receiving your highest dream in, wow. So in other words, you're coming to a place where you don't feel like you can have something that you truly desire. You're triggered into feeling like you're going to be disappointed in what you truly desire in some way, shape, or form. Because remember, this is across the board for Virgo, so you can be married, in a relationship, it doesn't matter. But this is how the energies are showing up right now for you to make a conscious shift towards understanding something deeper around love, which is that if that disappointment doesn't mean it's not love, that it doesn't mean you can't still pull people that you love together. So in other words, you're coming to a place of understanding that lack of perfection in love does not mean it's not love, and does not mean you can't be with them. So there's an awakening happening for Virgo, breaking through the disappointments in relationships, or in trying to go for something you truly love, understanding that disappointments and failures and flaws does not necessarily mean to not keep going. It's just that there's a triggering. This imperfection or disappointments trigger and throw you off, that you can't have something you love. So now you're waking up to this. You're realizing it's just something to be figured out through, to bring the things that matter to you, the things that you know you love, that perhaps have disappointed you on some level, that you're supposed to try to, because you love them, keep them pulled together. Keep trying to keep it together. And I don't mean like in a codependency, controlling way. I mean, find ways to overcome the disappointments. They're not necessarily barriers to the relationships. They're just people being triggered. Okay, Virgo? I think that was clear message. That's an interesting message. So now we are going to go into the sign of Libra. So now this should be interesting. This is Venus is in the action Jackson sign in the 7th house for Libra. And Venus in Aries in your 7th house. So I would say there is some bold action, moves being made or taken by Libra ascendant in the area of love, relationships, or close personal relationships. Let's have a look for the sign of Libra. We're going to cut the deck in two. Knight of Cups at the bottom. So, yep, that does. Oh, wow, yeah. Talk about action, Jackson. Knight of Cups, Knight of Swords, Empress. Okay, so Libra is in the mode of action, no doubt about it. That Aries transit with hitting your 7th house is putting you into a place of spirit supported and energized action. This is divine column in my read, causing you to take forward motion. You're being inspired. You're already in your head mode planning. You know you want a more abundant family in alignment way of living. You're going after something very much so. You're very in alignment with this. You're taking emotional forward. You're taking, so what do we say, seventh house? So this is relationship. So if you're already married, you're more in alignment to working with your mate, or or you're just having better inner union alignment with yourself into your feminine energies. But there's really good alignment coming in here with your feminine, wanting to plan home expansion with or finances involving home, or finances or job projects that bring more finance, upper level of finances into your life. But they are, again, there's Venus, the emblem of Venus, or the sign of Venus, that indicates this is the Libra taking a very fast action towards aligning, because this is very in alignment, all these energies, aligning with their higher feminine, receptive, higher consciousness, or aligning with their divine feminine, or aligning more with higher consciousness causes. In other words, aligning with their feminine nature, overseeing the greater whole, caring, but at the same time expanding finances in a way that's in alignment and nurturing and caring for all. In other words, motivated by Venetian sort of qualities, the higher standard, Venetian higher standard of living. It's not just about money, although it's the new motive. It's the motive to create a higher standard of living that involves the feminine qualities, the nurturing, the quality of living in the moment, a softer life, a softer strength, inspiration. So Libra are being much more assertive about increasing the Venetian quality of life for themselves in their relationships, but also in home. Relationships with partners. Okay, Libra. Now we will do Scorpio. Scorpio has Venus in Aries in your 6th house, which is day-to-day routines, work, health. Virgo, the sign of Virgo. It's a mercurial energy. I'm also going to do these for Mercury retrograde, by the way. I think this is a fun way to do my reads. Okay. Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Let's have a look. Conflict. So we are talking about Aries energy in Venus in your 6th house, which can be a money house, work house. So what we're getting is a conflict for Scorpio being cleared up around. Now, this is very feminine energy. Scorpio is a feminine energy, so we're going to look at the feminine. You can be a man in Scorpio, and this can pertain to you, because a lot of the reads now are calling for people to step up more of their feminine energy. So all the reads tend to show more dominant feminine cards, I'm finding. So with this card read, I'm seeing that Scorpio are turning more into alignment with passion and being very sensitive to the confusions, because we are talking about Venus, which is quality of life and money and good things and pleasure. And it's hitting your 6th house on day-to-day routine, and which is a Virgo energy, which looks to me that you're entertaining passionate or creative endeavors that previously might have been not sure about, or confused about, or conflicted about, or there was conflict around, which you turned away from because it felt like it was too burdensome, which is actually something that will bring you financial liberation, financial independence. This is going to come up. Venus is another sign for money, by the way. So a good benefic financial opportunity is appearing for you that will throw you into alignment and into something that you really enjoy, that's creative and passionate for you, but that also makes you financially independent. And of service, that's the other thing. 6 is of service, higher service. This is a creative energy. You know how to do this. It's because I'm getting this Queen of Wands in your knowledge section. It is something that, again, you felt confused about. the divine wants you to know that this should clear your confusion, because turning away from doing this throws you out of alignment, is too burdensome. So it's some kind of a creative energy, Scorpio, for you guys. And Venus is that energy. And this does, at this stage, it looks like a financial opportunity when you step into not over efforting, and you, or feeling confused or lost, and you operate from a creative, intuitive knowledge, going more of your feminine, intuitive. You then align yourself with a financial new start that is very benefic, that creates financial independence for you. Okay, Scorpio. Right, I think that was that. So thank you for watching, and I will do the next 4 signs very soon. Thank you. Namaste.